Hey there, everybody, welcome to PixelHangover.com. Ryan here with you. Today, Crysis 3 is finally out. And, well, it's one of those games that kind of surprisingly is flying under the radar. I'm not quite sure why, but what we're going to check out right now with this video is some Team Deathmatch. And this was my first game, and normally I wouldn't show my first game. I try not to. But, you guys, there's something about first games that I always feel, I've always, since going back to Call of Duty 4, if I remember right, I just, for some reason, they always click real well with me, and then obviously from there, it can, you get real confident, and then game 2 sucks, and so forth. But here's another case. We're gonna play some team deathmatch on, I believe, Chinatown, I think is the name of the map. But gonna go into, it loads real nice and quick. I got in there right at the end, but I gotta say this game feels really, yeah, Chinatown. There we go. Game feels really solid. I really enjoyed Crysis 2. I thought it was a good starting point for this, a solid online multiplayer. And I think they built on it. I think they did a really good job, and this feels great. So, as we get going here, it says me learning things. You'll see me, check out what melee is and this and that, but has a little bit of everything, including me not being able to hit the side of a frickin' barn with the bow. Man, do I try. So I apologize in advance, but here we go. A lot of nice things they do right there. I muted everybody. I love it when games have that option. I know a lot of people says that not enough people shoot, or talk in shooters. But so here we go, right off the bat, boom, first strike of my very first game. It's smooth. We're playing on here. Another guy got a double kill right away. So we're playing on 360. Obviously, it's going to look the best on PC. It's going to look beast. But I was amazed at how good Crysis 2 looked on the consoles, and this looks really good. And I'm surprised the lack of lag, how smooth it is, and that's exactly what happens when you run into a shotgun. So you get a couple things that happen. First off, you see a little kill death, a shot of what your enemy's doing right now, and it gives you your kill death versus them, and then it shows you a little replay of what happens at the end of the match. It does something that I don't know if I've seen in any other shooter, which is really cool. We'll get to that. But again, it feels very much like Crysis 2. I'd say it's smoother. Controls are just like Call of Duty, as far as even melee and default melee and so forth. I felt like I was really on with my aiming. You'll see here. I don't know how I survived this. So got a kill there. This guy's just standing there. I think he's trying to shoot a bow at somebody who doesn't notice me. That is something that I'll use in this game, is the cloak. Comes in very handy. There's also armor. I don't think I had it. I tried both buttons. I didn't have the overarmor, but this guy was sniping away at me, and I did not move enough. So. Weapons are very badass. That's one thing I've liked about Crysis, is they sound badass, they look badass, and you'll see I'll pick up as many as I can after a few spawns. But very vertical map. I'm sure the game itself is very vertical because that's what it's all about. The nano suit, you jump high, you grab onto things, get around, and maneuver the maps in ways that you can't in other games. So. This was actually quite the small map. Keeps things pretty intense, and that helps. Again, visually just fantastic. Remember to grab your tags. I don't remember until I'm a little ways into it. I can't tell if there's someone there. I got a bad feeling that obviously there's someone behind me. Cloaked a little bit. As with Crysis 2, yeah, this guy has no idea, and I snap a neck. Gotta love it. So that was a great example right here of me using cloak and getting a double kill, including a snap in the neck. I thought I was going to be able to lead away there by jumping up. I could not. But as per usual, if you watch my bars in the bottom right, if I'm sitting still and I'm cloaked, it goes down very slowly. So you can, sit atop, and I do that a couple times, and just pull out the bow and look for people. And that it does work. But if you're moving around, if you're sprinting and you're cloaked or you got your armor, that goes down real quick. There's a slow-mo bullet there, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, I don't know if you can tell. Crysis 2 was fun online. It was like, hey, this isn't so bad. It's a confident, really good shooter. This one just feels real smooth. I played a couple matches since, and I've also really enjoyed how it's been so far. I think I played anywhere from 35 to 40 hours on Crysis 2 online, which was pretty decent, but it's gonna be hard to clock that much with Crysis 3 just because of all the other games that are out right now, still into Black Ops, Battlefield 3, almost a year and a half afterwards. Gears of War, Halo 4. There's just so much, you know, coming out or already out that we'll see. I really like it so far. So, and we probably will put up some other game modes later, either tonight or tomorrow. We got a few things recorded, and we'll see. So this guy, I kill him, and I kind of noticed right there, like, wait a minute, that was the bow. So, come back here, grab this bow. Pretty badass looking, right? So, I cloak, and I think that's the way to do it. And I gotta tell, you know, in advance, I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize. I missed about 10 times. You'll see this, and I don't want to hear it. I know I missed, and I think after, you know, looking at the footage later, I think I was using the wrong thing to aim with. I think I did not see the dot in the middle, like that right there. I thought I got it. I honestly did. I thought at least the you know, an assist, and then, you know, at least an assist. You can pull back the bow. You'll see me do that. Here it says right stick in, and you pull it away, and I do it right at some point. So your nanosuit energy recharges pretty quick, but this is right here. I can't believe I missed him once there. Twice. That's like shot 4. Maybe I get to shot 5. A guy comes right. Here's a good spot. Like just surveying the whole level. Unfortunately for me, someone with a gun jumps right over me, and I cannot hit them. So I can't tell if it's. I played a little bit to see. He was a cloak too, but he noticed me and didn't give me much of a chance. And so you see him run right past me, and then yeah, if you don't get that first shot at the head, you're not going to win against him. It's just how it is. Mixed up my loadout a little bit, went with an LMG on my next respawn, as it says there at the top. But I gotta say, I didn't see a single bit of lag. Can't say that for 2. Crysis 2 was a little choppy. This was just very smooth. So maybe the beta, maybe the experience for 2 has really helped Crytek, and this felt really good. Remember to grab those tags right there. That's how you get your perks. Well, yeah, not perks, but your what do you call it? Like call-ins and so forth. I don't think I ever got one in this game because I kept forgetting to grab those tags. So. You know, it's, you know, as per usual, just like 2, it's very fast. You can get around that map real quick. This guy was really disappointed here. I thought I had enough there, and I thought I was going to be able to get him. He just had me. If you watch the replay, just dead to nuts. He had me right in the head. If you watch this, right in the body. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, you don't want to stick around to the end because what they do at the very end is a very cool thing. It was in the beta, but I don't know if everybody knows about it. Here's the LMG. A little bit more beef. Here's the guy that just jumped down. Now you can, there's 2 guys there. The guy, you know, the cloaking, you know, people come out of nowhere, and I don't know what weapon that is. Very Halo-like, alien in nature, obviously. But you can actually, on the consoles, anyways, and the 360, hit the B button as you are jumping off something high, and that will stomp someone. There's a pistol, just so you know, very powerful looking. And you'll see every time I jump, you'll get like a little B indicator. See that air stomp. And I believe there's an achievement for air stomping someone at 50 meters at least in the air, so keep that in mind. Yeah, so that was get the headshot from close distance. But then I noticed I had a rocket here. Kind of thought I should have got a little splash damage there. Didn't get much. And trying to reload, it was taking too long, so I switched back over. And I don't know where this guy went, if I remember right. Maybe he died. Long distance to the LMG. That worked out pretty well. So, you know, tons of stats. The profile, you get tons of dog tags, tons of challenges. You know, everything you can imagine in a modern day shooter is there. Plenty of different game modes to play, objective and team deathmatch like this. It does have a new recruit area when you first start the game. I think until level 10 or so. That's typically when that is. So. Here's a new gun that I picked up. It's kind of like an SMG type thing. It's really loud. I don't know if you're going to hear it, but it's pretty freaky sounding, and I got a couple kills with it. So I'm looking forward to checking out all the guns that are in the game. I think there's a lot of good ones. They definitely, just like as they sometimes say about guns, just flings bullets, just a bullet hose. Most of these are. So it reminds me a lot of like a Halo. I mean, that's just because you're in a suit, you got a lot of armor, and that's probably why the weapons have to be pretty powerful and pretty badass. But it's a little bit faster paced. Halo 4 sped things up, but this is even quicker. The way you traverse the levels is fantastic, like you just saw me there. And so if you're into, if you like, kind of, I wouldn't say, it's not Twitch based, but it's very fast, as you can see. If you like, if you like Halo, Crysis 3 is probably right up your alley. It really is. I think people were disappointed with the support Crysis 2 got from Crytek. Hope that this game sells well enough for them to justify that. This is a good example. I really think that, and I meleeed him in the end, hip firing works really well. I don't remember it being a big part of 2, but I can tell you from my experience so far, the hip firing, if you're good at it, it's definitely usable in 3. So keep that in mind. Here's my second attempt at the bow. It did not go any better than my first. So again, I apologize, and I know you don't have to tell me. I know that this time I sucked with the bow. It's just a matter of getting used to it. Yeah, it's definitely to the right there. And, this guy was just moving a little fast, and this should be the end of the game. So look at how close I was to ending that with a bow shot. So we lost. However, I came in first on the team, 12-7. I'm okay with that. And then here, right at the end, they do a really cool thing where they basically give you highlights of your gameplay, which I think is very cool. Pick some of your best kills, and there's my neck break, my double kill right away. So it goes through a few of your top kills, and I think that's a really cool touch. And then it adds up all your points, all the things you unlock, and all that good stuff. So that's Crysis 3. Just a little quick look at the multiplayer. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll have more on the way, and we really appreciate you checking things out. Subscribe, and have a great day.